What's good, brethren? Yes. Man, I was thinking about something and looking at these different women just in life in general, and when I go on my walks and just in general. Other day, I'm seeing women shoveling their own snow, 3 different broads shoveling their own snow. And I'm like, where you mad at? And one thing I want y'all to check out, man. Excuse me, I just woke up. It's like 4 a.m. I don't know why I'm up this early, but nevertheless, check out the making of the cat lady on the Simpsons cartoon. The making of the cat lady. And I had, what I'm seeing is a whole bunch of unguided sheep. That's what women are. Like they say, a woman without no instructions is headed for self-destruction. I'll put it like this. I ain't gonna say the only. I'd say the main top 2 or 3 type of women that I ever see with a stable, peaceful, soft, it's kind of like stable mind is number 1, married women. Number 2, a woman who's young and maybe a virgin. You know what I mean? Around 18, who ain't already tattooed and got, 4 bodies. Actually innocent woman. Right? So those 2, and maybe I would say number 3, this might surprise you, but a woman who has been kicked out of the game and now sees the light, like an older woman, 40, 50 or something like that, who the game done kicked out. And if she ain't became a cat lady and crazy and can think straight, she's like, wow, now she's more laid back. But again, that's why I said this is an asterisk next to this one. Maybe. 3 is a maybe. Because even at 40, 50, and 60, these hoes still be wanting to go back to the streets and getting trains ran on them and all this stuff. They want all these sexual experiences, and they trying to compete with the 20-year-olds. Literally, man. So it's an asterisk by this. So I said, but I have seen more chilled older chicks around 50 who have, realized that, dang, and now some of them are even teaching some of the older women are teaching the younger chicks to not be hoes and to stay married and not develop a high body count. And what's that one chick, man? Her name, what show I seen her on was it Just Pearly Thing? I think it was on Just Pearly Things when she was in the UK. That's it. And she had a panel with Auntie, the black auntie woman, the old black auntie woman. Now, I like that old black broad. She reminded me of a cool old black auntie that she said, no, you'll be a hoe, and then this battle happen. She'll tell the young women what it is and be even. That's why I actually like that show. That particular show. I know she had her own Just Pearly Things or whatever. But when she in the UK, I like that panel. Well, I don't watch it all like that at all, but I like the interaction because you have 3 elements. Number 1, you have Pearl. You have number 2, you have that old auntie. And what's the other one? And you have like, I haven't seen it in a minute, but they had like people sitting in a row, like 6 people sitting in a row or something like that. But then the other broad I don't like is a light-skinned, ultra masculine, bitchy, just Keisha, Karen, even her, she looked decent, but her energy is so manly. You know what I mean? But she dressed like it's like a masculine woman. It's like, you would be better off shutting the hell up. You know what I mean? But she can't because she has been socialized to be a masculine man chick. So she's very, I don't know why she's a disturbance to me, but it's probably good for ratings because other dudes are looking at a show like, why don't somebody shut that light-skinned bitch up because she's stupid? You know, but I like all this studying of women kind of thing. Like, I like with social media where you're able to evaluate these bitches and them showing their own ass. They showing you who they are. You know, they showing you unequivocally, unapologetically, no fear, just complete naked, butt naked who they are, and sometimes literally who they are. But figuratively, they show you their personalities with zero shame, zero fear, and you like this stuff used to be hidden, you know what I mean? Like female how they entrap men and all that kind of stuff. But now they boldly proclaim they ways that they entrap men and the plan B and knowing that this dude is not the baby daddy, but manipulating this dude to believing that he is the baby daddy and having him paying the bills for a kid that she already knows is not his. And then knowing that whatever happens, the system is going to back her up and is going, well, since she did this spider web thing of webbing this man in, which goes to my previous video about women setting traps for men and stuff. She set a trap for, Mario, you know what I mean? Oh, Mario, gaslighting him, talking about, how you going to accuse me that this ain't your kid? Are you kidding me? Are you seriously right now? Are you serious right now? Oh my God, I can't believe, gaslighting him. And then Mario's like, well, no, I ain't mean it like that. So 2 or 3 years later, she done gaslit Mario into this long-term relationship, believing that little baby Kamarion, you understand me, is his. And then find out that little bastard ain't even his. It's 3 years later, and Mario, he got some agitation. He maybe somebody done pulled him on and put him to the side. Say, look, bro, this kid ain't yours. And he started questioning some things, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do a DNA test at DNA.com or something like that. Buy one of them joints online and just secretly do the swab and see if this kid is mine. And Mario find out that the kid is not his, and that he been gaslit into a 3-year relationship and developing a bond with a 3-year-old child who was born on fornication from his whore mother. And he thinking that this woman is his wife. This is my wifey. I love her. He put all his time, effort, energy, and believing. You see this on like shows, man. Maury Povich is super famous for this. My pops always told me, every woman you get pregnant and she claims your kid, make sure you do a DNA test. And see, these are the wisdom packages that your fathers give to you, the sons that they love, man. And this is why a lot of times the system finances women to break up relationships and really, sets up a situation where the women will keep the father and the children away from each other. You know what I mean? And it's really, these women are wicked, bro. But yeah, hey, get a DNA test. You know what I mean? For all your kids, man. Don't believe what no woman say, bro. Women be lying. But see, that was before all this social media. They did have Maury Povich, but now, man, women be bragging about, letting the world know that this kid ain't his, but he think it is. The women be saying some devious stuff about themselves on social media. Like, God, dog, man, this should be illegal. Like, you should be arrested for fraud and have to pay all the child support back. But of course, the system ain't gonna make them do that because she's an agent of the system. The system would not be as enriched if it put restraints on his main asset, aka the woman. The asset that webs these men and their resources into the system. So I was thinking about this secondary note. I was thinking about, speaking of all this. I grew up. I've been thinking about women and stuff, and since I've been in my teens, and even when I was younger, man. I grew up in the '90s, man. We had the whole Keith Sweat and all these other singing groups. Just love you, baby, 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 please, but baby, 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 please, on my knees. All these simping, pandering songs, man. I mean, but they could sing. I'll give them that. They was good singers, but majority of it was all simping and pandering songs. He said he'll pay I pay your rent. What he say? I wash your feet. I don't even want to say this stuff as me. He said what he would do is that he'll rub her back as soon as she get home from work. No, as soon as he get home from work. These memorable simping songs, bro. What else? Begging, baby, begging. It was a Keith Sweat begging. So none of this bull crap resonated with me, bro. And that was the 90s was heavy, bro. I was in the 90s. I was in like high school, bro. And so this simping thing has been here for a long time. Now what we got robotic simping, like automatic simping, like AI simping, We got dudes out here simping like they've been, powered by AI, you know what I mean? Like they just automatic simp. Niggas is simping automatically. They don't find a formula for simping and continue this stuff. The formula, like, say if you do trade Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, you got AI. They always talk about these AI bots trade cryptocurrency for you. Just press the button and sit back and earn money. Jesse just earned 7% last month, completely with AI, And so you're supposed to press this button, beep, the bot make all these trades for you automatically, the AI bot. But, so these dudes is like AI simps, man. It's AI bot simps. You need CashApp? I got it for you. What you want? I got it for you. You got OnlyFans? I got it for you. Want to be taken out on a $200 date? I got it for you. Want to pay for play? I got it for you. So I've been studying these savages, man, these women since I was young, man. None of that stuff resonated with me since I was in my teens, man. I used to listen to, well, I know Tupac was not, he was a cornball and stuff, but Tupac, Too Short, Snoop Dogg, bitch ain't, hoes, and, talking about hoes, and that kind of more resonated with me as opposed to the simping stuff, you know what I mean? And who was Ice Cube? All these titles I really shouldn't go into because now I'm more mature and more refined, right? But what I'm saying is that more pimpish kind of stuff resonated with me more than the simpish kind of stuff. So I don't know, man. I just never had the desire to be no simping dude. But I don't know. So I've been kind of studying these females since I've been young. And I don't really know kind of what, as I evaluate myself, I kind of know what put me into this kind of thing and kind of seeing what they're about. And just their personality type, seeing how women move in real life, and looking and then like, wow, man, just different things pull you towards different ways and stuff like that. So now I'm like a older brother who evaluate these people, and I understand, and now I'm looking, it's like a case study, like back to what I was saying. My main point, I'm rambling and stuff. My main point is that women who ain't got no instructions is headed for self-destruction. So I'll go back to the example of the chicks that's on the Pearl station. When they're in the UK and stuff, they be in the studio or whatever. You'll see the different elements. You got the old school auntie black chick who seem to have her mind on right. Then, like I said, so that would be one example. I would use that as an example, like an old black chick old chick that's out the game. Supposed to be out the game, 50, 60, who reaching back, she calm, right? But she don't have, sexual marketplace value because she old, but the game kicked her out and she ain't a crazy cat lady, so she have something good to give back. Like an old hoe, not calling auntie a hoe, but I'm gonna give you an example. An old hoe that's been kicked out of the game that's like repentative, yeah, she's an asset and has value. Number two, the virgin woman or just young woman who ain't been tainted like that, she has value. And number three chick, a married chick, she has value because she's looking at it from a perspective, because she is a woman of the house. You see what I mean? So I think these three type of women is primarily the only type. The main two is the virgin woman and the married woman. These are type because the third chick, I mean, like I said, man, it's an asterisk next to it because a lot of times the older chicks still be in here trying to be hoes. So I just say the first two, the virgin woman and the woman. But I will give credit to the decent older chicks who are checking these younger chicks and the whores and all that, who are standing up. I respect those specific older chicks who are kicked out of the game. I do respect them. But again, the crappy part is you do have older chicks who are still teaching their daughters whoredom and their sisters, nieces, how to get money and turn tricks and extract resources out of men and use their body as a sperm receptacle for multiple dudes and CashApp. Those women are horrible women. But the older, so yeah, I can't, like I said, I can't just say, that's why I have an asterisk by it. But generally speaking, a married woman who is actually into, and everything is kind of conditional, isn't it? Because you could have a woman who's an 18-year-old woman, but she's a tattooed chick with 10 bodies. And you could have a married chick, but she's an adulterous whore, and she just using her husband as a sugar daddy or a monetary come up or a break from the streets, right? You know what I mean? So it's all kind of variables. And I'm being more specific in this. Specifically, I'm talking about the 18, fresh-minded, clean chick, right? Virgin and or otherwise, preferably virgin. That's one. Number two, the married chick who, with these conditions, that she is actually dedicated to her husband and trying to build a house. That's the condition. And number three, third chick with this condition that she's similar to like Auntie, who's actually trying to reach back and check and keep the young women from being hoes and getting turned out in these streets. Those are these conditional. Nothing's absolute, bro. The 18-year-old chick could be have more bodies than an old grandma. Literally. How long does it take for a woman to, get 100, 200 bodies? One day, right? 2 days. So it's not just because she's 18, she's good, or because the woman's married, she's good, or because she's an older chick. These three states of being do not determine what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the mind state. And I just want to make that clear. Now, those are the only three type of, and I have ran into all three of those type of chicks in real life. The virginal chick, she's like mild, meek, and bashful and covering her face and kind of intimidated by your presence, kind of like feminine, clean. You could tell by how a woman can't really hide her whoredom. You know what I mean? It's something that the innocence can't, the loss of the innocence cannot really be hidden. It's not something you can act like that, but then a man usually can tell, well, nowadays, but anyways, men that can tell, generally you can kind of tell. You ask them some questions, see how she responds. Is she bold in her responses or is she delicate? Like I was talking to this Filipina chick in regular life a few weeks back, and I was like, dang, this chick's like sitting there, she's like 18, sitting there listening to me. She was from the Philippines, right? And she was like, communicating with her was easy. She didn't have a whole bunch of distractions like other people texting her. And like, she wasn't all distracted. She was listening to what I was saying and stuff. I was like, wow, man, this is weird. There's usually bitches got something I'm doing, I'm so busy, American woman. So it was refreshing being in the presence of an actual feminine woman. She seemed like she could be molded into what you want her to be, to be an asset to your life kind of thing. You know what I mean? But, so yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about in general. the femininity. But my main point is that, all right, so generally, those are the only three type of women that I've seen be having a stable mind. And my main point in this video is that women who ain't got no instructions is like they headed for self-destruction. Women is not meant to lead. They meant to be under the umbrella, under the authority of the man, either her father, or either if her father dead, or brother, or the man in her family, an uncle or something, and or before she is distributed to be under her husband. That's the natural order of things, bro. Like what we got in America, even scripture tell you that don't allow a wicked woman to go where she want to go. It's a gad abroad. So in other words, a woman going here, I'm traveling, I'm going here, I'm going there. Why is she going there? For sexual experiences and to do stuff she can't do in her hometown because she gonna be looked at, in a whorish fashion, right? And be shamed possibly. Those are the women who actually still care about being shamed, right? But most women still try to put on the front as though they, at least to whatever degree, that they still clean or whatever. That's why they have girl trips to do all their dirt and all that stuff, and then come back to their husbands and boyfriends or whatever in they home cities as though nothing happened, kind of thing. They want to, usually women still have some degree of shame that they want to go do dirty stuff and then quietly come back as though nothing happened. That's why a lot of women like to move to different places. You know what I mean? Women is not. Well, my point is, I'm looking at all these broads. I'm like, this chick shoveling the snow, the other chick doing her own thing, other chick walking down the street. I'm like, there's a bunch of uncovered, because the man is the umbrella that covers the woman from the storms of life. The man is the umbrella that covers the woman and the children from the storms of life. You understand me? And just like a bird covers up their chicks, their children from the rain, so likewise the man is the covering for the female, whether it be her father, then she's given from her father to be under the covering of her husband, not to go out into the streets, have her bad girl, prostitute, whore phase, then later on find a simple sucker who she does not respect because she can't connect, find him, and then link up with him, only to be continuously yearning for more and more street experiences and shiny items and shiny, glitz and glamour. She done been ran through by random NBA basketball players riding around in limousines and Bugattis, you understand me, and spending tens of thousands, if she looked like anything, you know what I mean? This is America. Looks go a long way here. She could be 8, 9 in Brazil, but it's a whole bunch of 8s, especially in Colombia and Brazil. I've never been to Brazil. I can speak for Colombia. It's tons of 7s, 8s, and 9s all over the place. At McDonald's, like wide hips, big booty, long hair. That's normal. So a woman just being able to use her femininity and good looks, that's a heavy thing here in America, bro, because you have the obesity. Women are fat here in America. And so the few that are skinny and do look good got crap loads and crap loads of options. And the men here are socialized to be simps, whether they be rich simps or broke in and out of jail simps. Simps. That's the flavor of America, man. Simping and hoeing. And the market is heavily swayed for women in America because of the obesity epidemic, and number two, because of the poison of the simping. Like, even I say back in the 90s, I pay your rent, I'll rub your back soon as I get home from work, baby. All this simping bull crap. That's been going on for decades, man. So, number one, it's a culture of simping, and the men are broken down. And the men are higher income than other men in the entire world. I think America is like the top 4 countries. You got to be up there because American dollar is so high. But I think, it's other countries that like Switzerland and stuff where the people earn more per capita and stuff. But in general, yeah, Americans is known as men is known as one of the highest income earners. So you got high income earning simps who are raised in a single mother environment where they broken by their single mothers, no fathers around a lot of times, in very white and black cultures. And then these dudes, through the society, through the music, through the movies, is socialized to be bitches and simps, especially through the music. And so now you got this preconditioned dude, preconditioned for abuse by females. Now you combine that with these women who are, to the contrary, they bring little or nothing to the table, and they're told that they're goddesses and the best thing since sliced bread. So they're proud prostitutes. And then now you have these broken down simps over here, and you got these proud prostitutes over there. And it's a perfect, that's why I say America is heaven for women, but it's hell for like us regular masculine dudes, man. It's not a good place because it's situated for whoredom and simping. It's not situated, and these women don't want to be wives, man. They want to be wives to multiple men, but not wives to one man. They want to be wives to the streets. They committed to the streets, but they don't want to be committed to one man because, as Reverend Kanye West said, Instagram got your bitch. The good Reverend, yeah. But anyways, he said a lot of these women. I watched a few videos. They said if you found like what she said, they asked the question if your man said you got to get rid of your Instagram, that mean that they asked the question to these broads, would you get rid of your Instagram if your man told you had to get rid of it? The majority of like almost all of them said no. And then some of them said yes, but they say it'd be like one that said just straightforward, yeah, I'll do it. And the other ones had conditions attached to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll get rid of my Instagram if he provides all of what my Instagram provide. You know, in other words, attention from men, money, simps. You know what I mean? In America, a woman could just be a skinny, decent looking chick with a good looking picture, and dudes will be hitting her up continuously. Whereas you have a chick, say, in Brazil or Colombia that looks super duper good, internationally super duper good. And she don't even get hit up like that, bro. The market for women in America is so easy, bro. And so because of this, it's like a kid in a candy store. These women are uncovered and they're not willing to be covered. And that's why it's no sense in trying. You can only control somebody who's willing to be controlled. When I say control, a woman is supposed to be up under authority and the umbrella of a man. But if she ain't up under your authority, your umbrella, she's not worthy of your protection. You know what I mean? From the storms of life. But see, the kicker is that the storms of life don't really, it's like a drizzle when it happened to, in America, no real storms of life really occurred for women for the most part. They usually have a soft girl era. You know what I mean? Life is pretty freaking easy for women in America. Where you have, you got women in certain countries, man, they must always walk with a man, a brother, somebody to the grocery store or somewhere because they might be grabbed up. I seen this video when this Pakistani Uber driver was picking up some drunken white whore from the club or whatever. And he was taking her to the house. And he was basically like, in my country, I would just take you. I would take you. I think it was from Bangladesh or Pakistan. I forget. He was saying, in my country, I would just take you. And she was like, take me where? What are you talking about? He said, I would just take you and no one will see you again, unless I say. And she was like, okay, yeah, but you're not there. No, she was in Canada or whatever. She's like, yeah, you're not, what'd she say? Yeah, but you're in Canada, so that we have laws for that. So I'm glad that I'm here. Happy drunk white whore, So not against, well, you're happy drunk black whore, Hispanic whore, still the same thing, whore. But the point is, he was like, and it creeped her out. You know what I mean? She was like, whoa. But that was true, though. It was short video. See, the storms of life has not really hit women in America. And what I see out here is like a whole bunch of chicks when the storms of life occur, aka SHTF situation and war, famine, the dollar collapse and stuff that's going to happen, whatever terrorist attack they plan or whatever. And when it occurs, then the survival mode. So when survival mode is triggered, women ain't ever experienced that here. Though that kind of situation, SHTF, would be what I would liken unto the storms of life, the tornadoes of life. That kind of stuff don't really happen to women. When it did happen, maybe, specific situations, like you got the fires out there in California, then you probably had that was their own personal area, SHTF kind of thing. Or like down when you had the floods in New Orleans, you know what I mean? There was a whole bunch of women, I need help, yeah. But the real storms ain't really came for women. The women are at ease in America. And so they never really experienced much difficulty except self-inflicted gunshot wounds type of thing, Like you with this dude, you already know, like a woman, her issue is not being able to get, like the spoiled brat American woman's issue and her difficulties is not getting a dude that she to like her back. And you know what, man? She's not even supposed to be making decisions for herself, real talk. And I'm not advocating for even trying to lead these hoes because they ain't trying to be led. You can only lead somebody. What they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And you got trying to lead and shepherd these women is like trying to shepherd rats. And I mean that literally. If you try to shepherd rats, I've seen different animals being shepherded and guided. I ain't never seen rats being shepherded and guided. I mean, maybe somebody done trained some rats or something like that. But in general, they independent, right? Rats are independent thinkers. They go out and forage for food and stuff on their own. Yeah, they live in big groups, but I'm saying their personality is not to be like led like that. You know what I mean? But sheep or herd, these are herd animals that are easy to herd. And a woman is like a feminist, free will American woman is like she don't want to be herded. She want to be protected in spots. When she make bad decisions, then, oh, simp, I need to call you. You need to come be a man now and come protect me now. But so far as being a man and putting her in her place and telling her what she can and can't do and orchestrating her life and guiding and directing her, she ain't trying to hear none of that bug crap. To her, it's bug crap. Nah, man, you're controlling. You're controlling. She wants you to be controlling in spots. She wants you to tell her what to do in spots. You understand me? She wants you to be a man in spots. You know what I mean? Because she got the benefit of the buffet of choice. Because she got 10, 20 simps, dude. So, what I see here, man, I see a bunch of broads that's uncovered. Like I said earlier with the example, women ain't meant to go around in life uncovered and undirected and unguided. The only women, like I said, that ever I've seen is more feminine and peaceful-minded is the old woman who ejected from the game and maybe she's still mentally stable, but she cannot, she has accepted her position that you just an old chick and your job is to guide the younger chicks away from the prostitute streets and the stripper pole. And she like, man, I used to look good, but you know what? I gotta be the older chick now. I gotta take the L. But a lot of older women ain't trying to do that, man. Like, remember you got Judge Mathis' wife or ex-wife? Maybe they still married. She want to go back to the streets. She like 61 or something, bro. You see what I mean? These old bitches still want to leave stable relationships, man. He had another woman, so what? He wouldn't even like this dude if he couldn't get other women. And women are, this stuff ain't supposed to be based on a woman's perspective. You know, I was thinking, man, how we move as men, but see, this whole culture is just polluted. How we move as men and what is acceptable is not supposed to be predicated upon what a bitch believe is acceptable. We supposed to be dictating the terms, you know what I mean? Now I was taking a stroll. I said, man, look, think about this, man. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. It just kept repeating in my mind. And it was like, I just kept toying around and thinking about it. I said, man, look, men in America, a lot of men in America are simplified and culturally structured to be simps and followers of bitches. And I thought about it, I said, here goes the thought I had. Here it is. Men in America have to free themselves from caring about the opinions of diseased, mentally ill, prostitutes. What was it? Diseased, mentally ill. I know prostitute. It was something else. Damn, I wrote it down too. Hold on. Yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, men in America need, and I think it's pretty profound, bro. And I'll explain afterwards. Men in America need to free themselves from trying to measure themselves up to the opinions of diseased prostitutes who are blind. What was it? Diseased prostitutes who are blind. Damn, I forgot the other part. Hold on, let me remember. All right, yeah, I remember. So, men in America need to free themselves from caring about the opinions of blind, mentally ill, diseased prostitutes, which is primarily majority of the American women who have high body counts. High body count these are women diseased, mentally ill, blind, and they're prostitutes. These hoes don't even know how to have, women who ain't got no instructions is headed for self-destruction. These women don't even, a lot of these bras don't even know how to clean themselves properly. But they're going to tell you about what a man's supposed to be. Bitch, you got 40 bodies. You can't even think straight. Your mind ain't even right. You can't even keep your mind from being cluttered from thinking about all these various dudes you've been with. You think about this dude. You got 40 bodies and you try to tell me what a man's supposed to be. And everything she gonna say is prostitute talk. She gonna talk about how big his dick is. She gonna talk about how much money he make and how he look. Yeah, that's all she gonna say. Or is he funny? It's all pole talk. If he got a big dingling, he ain't gotta pay no money. If he look good, he ain't gotta pay no money. If he ain't got a big wiener and he don't look good and he's short, he gotta pay money. If he ain't funny, he gotta pay money. It's all the same for like 4 things, bro. If he look like a celebrity, he ain't gotta pay no money. Like that's all whore talking points. But this society culturalizes men to care about, and you do things in order to make yourself more attractive to the opposite gender, of course. But when they get too heavy, like men literally a lot of men in America value themselves too heavily based on the opinion of blind women who are diseased and mentally ill and are prostitutes. Blind because they don't see clearly and understand nothing. To see is to understand. So they don't see, they don't understand what a decent man is and all that. And maybe they do understand, but they don't see the significance of being with that dude as opposed to being on the streets. And they unguided, they mentally ill, they unstable. Like this is a person who can't even make decisions, bro. I'm looking at all these bitches while I'm walking down the street. I'm like, wow, man, this chick, how many bodies she got? The next chick, she's a single mother. I seen her, the kids, where the daddy at? Never see the daddy. Then the other chick, she's a freaking cat lady. That's why I said, watch the Simpsons about it's just a 2-minute video about the making of the cat lady. How she was a strong, independent, high career, high, achievement kind of chick. You know what I mean? She was a doctor and a lawyer. You know what I mean? And then it came out that, and then she started drinking a little bit. It showed the digression of her drinking wine with her cat. You know what I mean? I've seen these broads, bro, in real life, bro. Not just no walking by. I've seen these people. Many of you brothers have seen these women. How many women do you know who are actually stable-minded? The three kind of broads I said. Virgin women who is more family-oriented and stuff and feminine. Number two, see, what keep a woman stable is being under male authority and leadership and guidance and protection. Number two, the married chick who is conditioned, who is focused on bettering the family. And then number three, which is asterisk, the older chick who is focused on doing the right thing and telling the younger women and guiding them away from the prostitution in the streets. Those are the only women I see who have stable, chilled minds, man. And there's some cool older chicks, you know, but it's also some older chicks. That's why I say it's a big asterisk right there. But the first two, the married chick who's focused on her family and improving it, and number two, the virgin chick who is 18, fresh, trying to, you know, she impressionable and she don't hate men, you know what I mean? But anyways, that's just something I was thinking about, man. I didn't mean to make this video so long, but unguided women, uncovered women is what you got here in America, man. Just tons and tons of. It's another one right here. I'm thinking about an Asian chick. I'm like, now look at her mom. She, Asian women generally don't look good when they get older, man. You know, she built like a potato. The mother, so the daughter has a lackluster appearance. She's like a 5, and she could level up to a 6. But why would she level up? Why would she level up? This is America. Just being a female is enough. So wear the hoodie. Simps will come at you, throw you some money, help you with the CashApp, pay some bills for a little bit of thrills, you know, give you some cash for a little bit of ass, you know. And they just get along, you know, turning tricks. And I'm like, but they don't got no particular man. They got a bunch of men. And they will have brothers who they'll call to come, you know, beat somebody up or something. So they have all the utility things covered, to do to help fix this, to do to help fix that. But the daily, see, they never been in a storm where they really need an umbrella. You know what I mean? You know, maybe she never really been. American women generally is not, you know, they can cope. I'm thinking like they can cope with not having a husband and stuff because they got society telling them, oh, it's okay, girl. They got their whole girlfriends. You know, everybody co-signs her being alone and single and continue with this degenerate like cat lady existence. You know what I mean? Of just living alone and having a bunch of men in your phone that you can call for this, call this dude for sex, call this dude for a food date, a foodie date. These broads got it made, bro. You know, and just dispose of this dude. This is heaven for women, bro. They don't have to compete. They don't have to look good. I mean, the obesity epidemic give the decent looking chicks even more of a leg up in the competition. But then even the fat potato built bitches, they still got dudes running after them with CashApp and stuff. They proud. So they have no motivation to get skinny. Oh God, man. I told this black chick a few weeks ago. It was a few months ago. She said, I was talking to her on the phone and she was like, and she was like, man, she was a strong 2. And maybe she could level up to a 3 because, like I said, she had natural hair. She needed to lose about, man. She was like a 3, man. But she wasn't ugly, but she was like below average. I put her at a 3. 2 wasn't super terrible. Like I wouldn't mind. 2 is like, dang, man. But anyways, the point is, I was like, oh, this is a layup. You know what I mean? You know. So I'm like, I'm talking to her thinking that, you know, it's a layup, just go easy with no work. You know, but so she She was more. She was like overweight. She has a big, tits though. But the point is, uh, I was just playing around. I said, man, I don't even like this chick. I said, look, I said, what do you consider yourself on a 1 to 10 scale? I already knew she was gonna say 10. You know what I mean? So I think this hurt her feelings too. But she was expecting me to be another simp like all the rest of the simps, and she don't look good, bro. But just niggas hitting you up, it kind of will probably change her perspective of herself because the market is telling her that she look good because dudes, male attention pays. Male attention is like validation and it's money to females. So, like I said, a lot of women in other countries ain't getting male validation, aka male attention like that. You see what I mean? Like they do here in America. It's not even close. Good looking 8, 9, and 10 with some regular pot belly dude. I've seen this regularly, bro, in other countries. But here, oh, he gotta be 6 feet tall. He gotta be this. He gotta be that. And then she still ain't dedicated to that dude. But anyways, I asked her what you look like on a scale of 1 to 10. This bitch, of course, said 10. I said, yeah, you a 10, but with the numbers reversed. Times 2. So I laughed about it. She begrudgingly laughed about it, but it was still funny to me. So she's a 10 with the numbers reversed. With basically she a 1. So I had to break that pride that's brought down. But again, that's just me as one dude saying this. So basically I said times 2. So basically you're 2. You know what I mean? You're 1 times 2. And she was like, oh, really though? Oh, okay. So I might have struck her emotions. So, but hey man, look, man, these chicks need to get put in their place. So then she was, it didn't work out. We ain't hook up or nothing. I don't know. It didn't work out. Whatever. But it was fun hitting her with that left hook she wasn't expecting. You know what I mean? It's quite rewarding. Pow! So, but yeah, man, but I'm one dude. And yeah, I might have caused her a little bit of reality check pain. But guess what? Oh, she can go back to her delusional social media and there'd be some simp. Oh, yeah, that's a good comment that you made on that photo. Oh, that's a good photo that you got. And she said, oh, I wish I had, these hoes they valid. I be wondering, man, what's going to happen with social media if social media go down, bro? Like, what's going to happen with these bras if social media go down and they can't get the validation and the attention that they get from all the dudes that they do, bro? These women, oh man, that's crazy. These women in America are living soft, cushy lives. They don't need to be under no umbrella of no man because it ain't raining like that. But when it start raining, that's what scriptures say. 7 women is going to run after one man and pursue one man. You see what I mean? Take hold of one man. But the storm ain't came yet. SHTF storm ain't came in full blast. But when it do, then you're going to see bras changing up. Some of these chicks, they fear Donald Trump, you know what I mean, and his new policies and all that. Y'all brothers may have noticed chicks up here being more friendly to y'all, you know what I mean. I have noticed that in the last few weeks. They fear. The white zaddy ain't playing, you know what I mean. But anyways, brothers, much respect to you. I hope you've been empowered by this video. And God bless y'all, man. And keep it pushing, brothers. Women need the covering, but they refuse to be covered. So let them go ahead and get shocked by lightning and drenched by the storm and drowned by the floods of life. And when they start running to you, you may be sure to vet them and see if you even want these women in your life. When the stuff start hitting the fan, SHTF. Anyways, brothers, peace.